Shalom. For the fonts, we want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kodash, the honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and to all the acumen across the globe, pushing the word of truth and sincerity, and want to say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone campus, Chicago, with a quick hit. Today's lesson is going to go into Ezekiel, the 29th chapter, in the 6th verse and the 7th verse. It says, "And all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am Yahweh, because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Israel." You know, it's just going into us here in captivity. It said, "Woe to him that go down to Egypt for help." Right? So let's be in captivity here in America, which is Babylon the Great, which is Edom, which is Sodom and Gomorrah, which is Assyria, which is Nineveh. Okay, Mystery Babylon. This is the place where we carry captive the Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. Also, really wherever wherever the Israelites are scattered, they're in captivity. It can be referred to as any of those places. "And all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am Yahweh, because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Israel." Look up so many words. Staff, it means support. Okay? When you go into the curses of Deuteronomy, it says that we should be in want of all things. Here in America, we depend on Esau Edom for our food, for our housing, for our clothing, for our education, for our livelihood. It's been that way since we've been over here. I think segregation and the abolition of slavery made us free. What has made us in debt, all right, to the state. Who was the state run by? Well, the system is run by Esau Edom and his counterparts, and we depend on them for a vaccination to fix this COVID-19. We're depending on them to give out free checks to supposedly help people get back on track. So all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am Yahweh, because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Israel. And they took hold of thee by the hand, I did this break, and rend all their shoulder. And when they leaned upon thee, thou breakest, and made all their loins to be at stand. All right. So those people who are dependent on Esau Edom, man, for the support and for the comfort, and that's going to eventually break. Okay. You got a system that's not equipped to handle the thing that's coming upon us. You can see that now with the hysteria over this COVID-19. So you're trusting for a person that has no intentions of saving you. When they took hold of thee by the hand, and you are taking hold of them by the hand, man. You know, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, trusting that the 6 feet distance is going to help, thinking that the military is going to help, thinking that Bill Gates is going to help, and all the while they're creating a situation where you have to depend on them so they can pull the rug from under you. The old bait and switch. When they took hold of thee by the hand, thou didst break, and rend all their shoulder. When they leaned upon thee, thou breakest, and madest all their loins to be at stand. Because once this is all said and done, and he got all his tools in place, the 5G, the vaccines, the mark of the beast, the stock market's going to reopen back up. and people are going to start going back to work, and that's when everything's going to hit you. There's going to be more and more regulations, more and more stipulations about how you're going. They're already saying that essential employees got to get vaccinated, and they're saying that we got to wear masks. So with those things being in the air and being tossed around, and also martial law being enacted, because Trump said yesterday that this is just the color of it. He didn't want to use the hard word martial law. All right, but the scenario that we're in is a martial law scenario. It says thou breakest the made out of the loins to be a stand. All right, let's look at that word. Let's look at that word stand. Ahmad, to be a stand, remain, endure. Says shake, to be a stand. You know, so it's gonna be a time where you're gonna be walking around here unsure. Unsure what's gonna be open. Unsure of a livelihood, of a way of earning an income, man. And these things are happening very, very rapidly. And therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I will bring a sword upon thee and cut off man and beast out of thee. Because the final straw is Yahweh Shemiah Shai coming back and destroying this place, man. Okay? It says, the land of Egypt shall be made desolate and waste. They shall know that I am Yahweh, because he has said the river is mine and I have made it. And the pride of this place, the pride of these people is going to be brought down. Thinking that you're going to be able to continually oppress the people, to continually rule the nations in anger, to come in and try to save the world with your wickedness and your witchcraft, and the Lord is going to destroy you for that. Behold, therefore I'm against thee and against thy rivers, and I will make the land of Egypt utterly waste and desolate, from the tower of Syene even to the border of Ethiopia. And he says he's against thy rivers. That means everybody who's in concert with him. The EU, the NATO, these other countries. Because right now what's going on is that the COVID-19 is in all the countries. In all those countries, there's a military presence. With that military presence, which is really being led by the beast, the EU and NATO, all right, which the head is America, man. All right, the great dragon in the midst of the waters. You see? The Lord said he's against them. In fact, let's get this. In Jeremiah 50:14 said, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. All right? See, how about Shemiah Shai is mustering the host of the battle, man. Okay? And that's what's going to happen, man. All right? The Lord has prepared these other nations and gave them the knowledge to make these nuclear weapons, and they're going to use them, man. You know, this is verse 15. Shall against her round about, she hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. What is the vengeance of the Lord? The vengeance upon her as he has done do unto her. All right. So the things that this country has procured is gonna be done unto them, man. How they put other nations in famine and laid waste their places and inundated these third world countries with vaccinations and vaccines that allowed their men sterile, their women barren, their children sick. The same thing is going to happen here because it's not about saving anybody. It's about destroying the people, and particularly the nation of Israel, man, which are the Native Americans, the Latinos, and the so-called Negroes, man. It's cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, they shall flee every one unto his own land. Right, and right now there's travel restrictions, okay? But when the sedition of men, uprising of people, what do you think is going to happen? Everybody's going to flee to their own people, man. And here in Chicago is one of the most segregated cities in America. You know, you got Polish town, you got Greek town, you got areas where the Hamites live, areas where Elam live, areas where Ishmael live, and all these people are going to turn on one another, man. All them little friends you thought you had at work and the friends you had at school, each one of them is going to go to their own people. Let's get this real quick. Every beast. This is Sirach. I'm going to read this. Sirach 13 and 13. It's observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril, thy overthrowing. Thou hearest these things, awake and not sleep. You know, we're observing and we're taking good heed. Hey, we're seeing the prophecies unfolding by our cities being inhabited with the lion or with the leopard, which is the military of Esau, Edom. We're seeing checkpoints. We're hearing wars. Yesterday, the president didn't want to take answers on Syria or take questions on Syria. You know, that's a hot spot. You know, we're seeing the closing of these stores. All right, people are starting to get a little on edge, man. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of thy overthrowing, and that's what's going on, man. All right, there's gonna be a lot of anarchy. There's gonna be a lot of looting. We gotta be in the spirit, all right, of sobriety, of being sober. You go in that word sober, it means to be calm and collected. So we gotta be cool during these times, man. When thou hearest these things, awake and not sleep. All right, and we've been awake, Lord Abba Ratazah, man. We've been out here teaching these things. We've been out here preaching and putting up videos about these things, about these tokens, about the famine, the war, the evil, the pestilence. All right, and we're telling you to awaken your sleep. Love the Lord all thy life and call upon him for thy salvation. This is the point. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. right? Because really your neighbor, in the ancient world, your neighbor was of your tribe. And that's what's going to be going on here, man. All right? Because a lot of Jake live together. And a lot of Jake live together, a bunch of niggas, man. So all flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. You know? So you're going to have the race wars coming to this place, man. It's going to be the biggest insurrection that you ever seen in history, man, or even heard of in history. That's why the men of the Lord are going to be separated, praying on the Lord, calling upon the Abbas Miyashah for what? For safety and comfort and for salvation, man. All right? So with that, just, matter of fact, let me get this real quick. It said, cut off the sword from Babylon, right? Babylon, I'm going to read all of these. Jeremiah 51:8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, so she may be healed. All right, Babylon, America is through. Ain't gonna be no healing, man. All right, there's no more Band-Aids in the first aid kit for this place, man. All right, hyperinflation is gonna come. All right, we're in a recession. All right, nations depend. I'll read in the comment board on social media, and these other nations, that were responding, from these different countries, and they're depending on America to get through this, so they can continue to do business and depend on them. Because a lot of the other nations still depend on America for certain things, man. Revelation 14:8, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And when we read in that Ezekiel, all right, it says all the fish of the rivers, man. So those in league with Esau are gonna get destroyed too, man. Why? Because you drunk of that wine. You are partakers with her in her wickedness. Revelation 18:2, and he cried mildly with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And that's going to be the final outcome to this place, man. All right? Death and destruction. Close it out on this. Isaiah 14, let me read this. Isaiah 14. I'm going to start at 21. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for the children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. All right, that's going to Esau Edom, man. But a lot of you 2/3 going to be caught up in this too, man. Going to be whole households getting destroyed, whole families getting destroyed, man. I also may get a possession for the bitter and a pool and pools of water, and I will sweep with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And when you sweep something, man, you're covering up in area and getting everything from that area, man. Imagine going to the house and sweeping your living room and your kitchen floor, man. The rhythm of the destruction is going to be the missiles and the arrows, man. Yahweh of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand, man. All right? And this is the Lord, Yahweh Shemiah's will to destroy this place, man. You know? And he's not going to repent, man. He's not going to hold back. He's not going to have any mercy on the destruction of the wicked, man. Now, if I get this, this is Isaiah 48 and 22. There's no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked, man. All right? There's no peace coming, man. There's no getting back to normal, man. All right? The entertainers and these actors and these athletes that you idolize so much, they're going to be the ones taking the chip. They want to get back to normal. They want to get back to making their money. They want to get back to being wicked and being demons. And with that, they're going to have to take the microchip. So if you enjoy life so much, you want things to get back to normal so much, hey, you're going to take that chip, man. There's one more one. Oh, yeah, the curse. Oh, yeah, how about Shemiah Zechariah. Zechariah 5:1 said, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. He said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, everyone according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, and shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and shall be remain in that house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Okay? It's talking about these chariots, man. Alright? These chariots are going to enter the house of the thief. This is the house of the thief, is where Esau Edom reside here in America, man. Didn't he steal the Native Americans, the Latinos, and the Negroes and bring them in slavery? And through this power of the Lord, he scattered them across the four corners of the earth, robbing us of our nationality, our identity, of our heritage. This is Jude 1:14, and Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints, man. When the Lord come back, he's not coming back alone, man. Alright? He's coming to bring the judgment, man. Alright? This Revelations 19. I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. All right, when the Lord come back this time, he coming to judge and make war, man. He coming back, making coming to war with 10,000s of his saints, man. Okay. How about Shemi Shai coming in with his crew, man? His eyes were the flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. He had a name written that no man knew but himself. All right. He come and get back his kingdom, man. He was clothed in a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of the Most High. The armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations. He shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty power, man. That's why Esau is scared, man. All right, all the chariot sightings, the fleets of chariots in formation, man. And he had on a vesture, and I saw, and he had on a vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. You know, our true king, Yahweh Shemi Shai, is on his way back, man, to render judgment, to make war, man. Don't fret out here, man. We almost out of here. With that, I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahweh Shemi Shai, double honor to the apostles of the elders, great millstone, and to all the alchemy across the globe. Put you the word of truth and sincerity. Want to say shalom, and a Bible bar.